relegation match to get to this point. But Recent Gaming was clearly on a little bit of a downfall there. Things were struggling, and it's hard to judge from that, simply put. So these group stages are definitely that big part of what we're going to see of them. All right, plenty to talk about already, so let's get into it. We got the initial bans. It was Deadlift, Hellbringer, Behemoth, and Midas. So you already see that Deadlift being taken care of. Tremble first pick, though, so here we go.
Yeah, Tremble is just to be expected, I guess. When it doesn't get banned, it gets picked first.
Yep.
That's no surprise, really. When I'm looking at these drafts, I see two sort of different drafts. Because on the Legion side, they're pairing up a Tremble. They seem to be wanting to do just a big one-core lineup and have just a nice supporting cast around it. But they already have both Riptide and the Dark Lady. Now that's two heroes that you don't often see them together, because the Lady, you just want to get that 600 GPM going and take it late game basically. But Riptide, you don't often see him in a more passive sort of lineup. You want to get out there and fight with a Riptide.
Yeah.
And Andromeda as well is more of a sit back and be defensive kind of hero. But we'll see where they take it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say. I mean, that argument of, what about the idea that, obviously Dark Lady more passive, want to farm, but, causing distraction, with a hero like Riptide, where he's kind of that early game presence, instead. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it could be. That's what they're thinking. They want to just create space and let Lady take care of her own business. And,
All right.
Sort of like a silhouette, just keep on split pushing while the Riptide does the work.
Yeah, that's what she's good at for sure. I mean, Dark Lady, again, going to need a little bit of time here. I'm actually curious, who plays what role? Like, is Catlamine their carry on this lineup? I think he
From what
I've
seen so far, yes.
Okay. So expect
KG
Super
plays the
middle. Yeah. Shortcon maybe jungler? We'll
it looks like it either jungles or second supports.
All right.
Oh no, Noob McNoob might be the jungler. He's played a lot of Parasite recently.
Oh yeah. No, he's definitely the jungler then. Okay. Ooh, they go Cthulhu Fun here. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Obviously, Parasite up there for Mystery Gang. Cthulhu Fun consider good against him. So, Deadwood into Cthulhu Fun. Do you think Cthulhu Fun's a good pick here?
Looking at this so far, I don't think that Hellborn wants to take this late game. Because you have your Dark Lady, you have your Tremble. Those are two of the strongest late game carries you could have. Now you have to just build up the supporting cast around it. Now, Hellborn doesn't really have the means to kill a Tremble with a lot of items. They only have the Dark Lady. The Riptide and the Cthulhu Fund is not going to do much. Legion, on the other hand, has both Lodestone and Deadwood.
Going to be active.
Well, those heroes are perfect for just bursting down a hero. So the Dark Lady will have to be more passive. Self-Forest, wow.
Wait a second. Yeah, that's interesting, because... So that means, is that going to be a laning Self-Forest then? It looks like it, and then Cthulhu Fun ends up in the jungle. And that was definitely a change of pace there. I mean, it was after a Pearl pick up here for the 5th pick, so yeah, I mean, kind of absorbing it in now. Like, where do you think the Lord Self-Forest is coming from? What is their idea here?
It mixes a lot of things up, for sure. It could be that they're trying to go aggressively, put Self-Forest Andromeda bottom with a Cthulhu Fund.
Yeah.
And, try to just disrupt the Tremble's momentum, and also the Parasites. I think that might be what they're thinking here.
Yeah,
we'll see how Leader reacts.
Self-Forest has really been interesting to watch develop on the scene. He went from being a very niche hero, kind of people are trying him out as that anti-lifesteal, and the Heal the Wild Soul, the Oogie come to mind especially, to honestly just being picked up in general as if you need a jungler especially, he's a good option. Do you think Lord Self-Forest kind of deserves that? Like, he's actually a hero that's just pretty good overall?
He's been surprising me a lot with the damage output we faced fresh, and in the game they won. They picked Self-Forest and hit out tons of damage, and for that reason we started focusing the Self-Forest in the early fights instead of their silhouette, and it ended up being the silhouette that took over the game instead. But maybe not a standard pick, but we have considered his power in sync as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely getting a lot more attention as of late, that's for sure. So, again, the Pearl fifth pick by Mystery Game, we kind of went over that a little bit, but this is another hero that has kind of little bit of attention lately. You think Pearl's a support that is deserving of it?
Pearl is, I think Pearl is a really good hero. Since people started picking it, I have always been thinking that this is a good hero. I think there's barely any reason to pick a Rhapsody over a Pearl anymore. The dance floor is good for Rhapsody, sure, but Pearl's ulti is just better than Rhapsody's ulti in every regard.
Interesting. I guess yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Because it's always gonna you don't need to worry about channeling, and that's probably the biggest thing.
It's not a channel. The Pearl is safe there too, and it pushes everyone away, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the shrunken head change that they made to it, I think that was even overlooked a little. At least honestly, I did. You know, when I saw all their changes, I was excited about the new asphyxiate. You know, just in general, I've always kind of been a fan of her. You know, with that soothing presence, I've thought it's kind of like that free astrolabe as I go back to. But yeah, the ability to now push back shrunken head heroes with the preservation, that clearly has proven to be probably one of the biggest changes for her. That is the reason why she's good to be picked up. So, yeah,
indeed,
picked up here. Laning phase. Now this is already really interesting.
This took a way different turn than I expected.
Yeah, the double jungle strategy, because that totally is normal. What is going on here?
I don't even want to know. How is this going to work out?
Yeah.
They have a free farming Tremble and a free farming Parasite. Mid, Deadwood is going to farm just fine in mid, and Lowstone is... I guess Lowstone's going to be quite happy on top till later on, but I don't think a lot is going to happen until a little bit later in this game. We'll have to see how it turns out.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is something. It's like the idea here from the Hellborn side. I mean, you do see Shortcon is stack of the jungle. You know, obviously Lord Zelforce can be pretty effective at this with that Morcertissima. The passive is the Dark Lord's presence here. You see here is going to get some pretty good farm out of this. Okay, Cthulhuphon is going to end up bottom. He actually uses a Veil Rot down here to get down here. Very interesting.
Oh yeah, this...
I don't know what... I mean, he's not getting a kill by himself, so what is the... Is he just going to leech experience?
To leech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
They've already chopped the trees down, so I don't think he's going to be able to get there, though.
Yeah, he's out of range right now, isn't he? Yeah.
He's showing. Right, well, I think he was just looking to get his level 2 and then go down.
Okay.
That way he both has to hook him for the Parasite's creep and the trample to get out.
Yeah. Well, Tremble's going to get good farm, though. I think is very safe to say here. Obviously already off to a good start. Let's take a look at the middle matchup, though. Deadwood versus Riptide. Now, Riptide, obviously considered one of the strongest, laning heroes 1v1. Deadwood, though, he hits hard. Should Deadwood actually be able to do decent here, you think?
Well, Deadwood shouldn't have a problem last hitting, which is normally the problem other heroes have, right?
Yeah.
They can't contest with the last hits. The Riptide takes everything and gets something nice on top of it. And I also think Deadwood is just as fine as any killing hero for getting down a Riptide. The Rod and Grasp is a great tool for killing a Riptide, for sure.
You see them kind of exchanging auto attacks right there. And again, yeah, Deadwood, he's obviously hits pretty hard with that login. This is something that we've also been seeing with Riptides. It feels like every game now is that the character going up against Riptide, they always get that Rev Horde, and they put it down to see him. Now, it does wear off right there, so now Deadwood isn't as easy for him to be able to make something happen. Although Parasite's coming in. Oh, this is a big chance. They definitely see it because the attacks, of course. There we go. They're going to open up on a Riptide. This should be enough damage. The leech. Auto attacks. It's one more. No,
He's
the
surviving.
bottle charges. Wow.
That's a big problem. The move speed he gains from being in water is... he's moving at 325 move speed without any boots.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's nothing you can chase down. Not at all.
That's big. Manages to live. I thought for sure that's a bloodlust, and now he gets a double damage rune bottled up.
We could look at a kill instead on the Deadwood here. Oh, he
Uh-oh.
just got his boots. That might be the saving grace.
Meanwhile, top
Or
lane?
will it?
No, he's going to be fine. Deadwood's going away, so going to be good for now at least. But yeah, he will need to be careful about that. But yeah, back to Riptide again, surviving that chance right there. And then you got Dark Lady at the top lane. She is 29-4, obviously having a great time. Lodestone is level 5.
This could be a kill, isn't it? The silencing blades. Yeah, this is a kill.
There we go. Bloodlust kill for Catlamine coming out. So, yeah, Cookie's got a little too comfortable there just as I'm talking about him. I mean, he's level 5. That's what I was going to say. Pretty impressive there, at least. But then he dies, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was looking to do up at the shop there. He had many opportunities to put out the rocket drill. But if you wait for too long, you're just going to end up being silenced. And all that distance you could have covered is never going to be covered. Oh, they got bottom, though.
Yeah, they're going to try to dive right here. You do see the charge out from Cthulhu Fawn trying to get away right here. Take a lot of tower damage in the process. Noob McNoob, can he somehow escape the Whirl Bubble damage? A little bit goes for the TP. That's probably not happening, though. And he goes down in the end. So he went for the attempt, unfortunately coming up short, though. And you see Riptide. Oh, that is an Eye of the Storm. He's going to catch Tremble. Yes, he is. He's going to stop the Homecoming Stone. And you see right there, as you mentioned, that double damage rune especially. No chance for Tremble to get away from that one. Good counter kill.
Yeah, and now Dark Lady is in the advantage in the GPM charts for sure.
Wow.
He was looking the other way before, but that kill.
Yeah.
Wow, it makes such a difference. 120 difference.
That's pretty ridiculous. And actually, could be getting another one right here. Lowstone can't, okay, he is going to be fine in the end, at least takes up enough there.
Oh, but he forced it forward from Tremble.
Wow, he's coming back in because Tremble is here. There goes the net from Boris coming out, but I don't know if they're going to be able to chase this long enough as Andromeda takes out Lodestone in the meantime. And now the kite is real, the ring around the rosy. Lodestone is, Tremble is still chasing. Yeah, there's a kill in middle lane as well. And Dark Lady will survive to top it all off. This is just all Nightmare Nights here now.
Yeah, what a disaster. Oh man, that they really needed to communicate that better and go for the same target. They could have gone on the Andromeda there and gotten out just comfortably. And Deadwood died mid in the meantime too.
Oh, front grass, no, going to be fine there. But yeah, Deadwood down in the middle lane, and actually, he's going to go on him once again right here. Not a kill by any means, but you just see, when a Q and a couple of auto attacks, all of a sudden Deadwood's at half life. So he's just constantly having to be wary of that. Sure, he has that Willowmaker, but without help, I don't think Deadwood's getting a kill on a Riptide here. Steam boots and bottle.
Not really. I think top lane is the wrong lane to go. Oh.
This is a chance, though, and yes, it does connect despite the charging strikes. Andromeda trying to get at least a turn kill. It's going to be close. I don't know.
He ought to get killed here. Oh, that's a nice juke.
There's another Comet, though. So
it was good. It was a good play nonetheless. I was just gonna say that I would like to see Lowstone leave that lane and look to kill mid or bottom instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, he stays and gets a kill on lady. That's definitely worth it.
Yeah, that works just fine. There's a port to the bottom lane, by the way. Who is this? This is going to be Dark Lady, actually. Interesting. They want this kill on a Tremble. Dark Lady coming in with the charging strikes. The Dark Blaze. There's that Taint Soul. Tremble trying to run away so fast with that mount. Needs one more auto attack. I don't know if they're going to get this. The Whirl Bubble comes out, and Tremble's actually going to live right here, it looks like. He's trying to stay in range for another Taint Soul, but what a play from Pearl to keep them pushed away.
Right place at the right time.
Yep.
Oh, we see Riptide, though. Going for the... Oh, he's going to hit.
He's going to connect, isn't he? Oh, my gosh.
And he has a TP to get out as well.
You might as well. I mean, it kind of is considered a global presence, really, with that ultimate. Andromeda meanwhile top lane. She actually is going to stun Deadwood trying to get away from this. This was a Willowmaker used right here. There's another log being thrown, and Lodestone trying to get close enough. I think Andromeda may survive this. At least it's going to survive as long as possible. Okay, made the
interesting rod and grasp
effort. Yeah.
I guess it was just to catch some possible backup coming in.
Yeah. just in case. Okay,
Oh.
so we got plenty of action here. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I think and then it really favors the Hellborn side. You see Dark Leader looking to get an Energizer here, so they really want to get active early on. But Riptide has so much going for him right now. He already has 1,300 HP. He has 5 armor. It's gonna be rough to kill that guy.
Mm-hmm. And it's somebody we haven't even really mentioned at all is Lord Salforus, who's also 385 gold per minute. And it looks like he's actually pointing to the top lane with Dark Lady as well. No, he's going back to here. Okay.
He's really been farming away. I think this complements the Riptide perfectly. They have everything they need to take over a lot of space from Legion right now.
Yeah.
Because Legion needs to kill someone on initiation from Deadwood or Lodestone or both of them. So they can basically choose one of Salforus or Riptide and try to kill him off. But if they kill one, they don't have much after that. And then have another big hero dealing tons of damage to deal with. I don't think they can manage it.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, there's a swap to deal with as well. What if they both survive? Then you're definitely going to lose a fight.
Yeah. What do you think of Parasite here, by the way? I feel like, he went the Ghost Marchers as well. He has a Bloodchouse and a Ring of the Teacher. He's putting a lot of gold into some early items, including even enhancing the boots here. Do you think that was necessary, or would you like to see just maybe like that straight puzzle box? Oh, top lane, by the way, we do have a kill chance. Yeah, Lord Salforce helps to kill Lodestone right there. Deadwood trying to turn. Is it going to be enough? It is, actually. Deadwood may fall, though, for this, but, I mean, might as well. He got the kill out of it, at least on a Dark Lady. Still goes down in return, though.
Well, they need to keep making plays to keep Hellborn off their backs. If they just let Hellborn do their thing and sort of take over the map, they're going to see that, yeah, they're just going to get destroyed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're doing the right thing looking for plays, even if it might not be completely worth it. They just need to, yeah, basically disrupt Hellborn's momentum a little bit, get Tremble going for him instead.
So back to Parasite with this build here. Was it maybe a little too much early on, or are you found with the way he's doing it?
I'm not sure how much the puzzle box would have done for him. I always like to have a plan when I buy my items, but if I was a Parasite this game, at this point, with the advantage that Hellborn has, I don't know what I would have gone for.
Yeah.
I think going a lot of straight early game is fine.
Yeah, I guess the Cthulhu font kind of does make it a little more difficult here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I could honestly just go and buy a tablet as a Parasite right here.
Okay.
Just because the puzzle box is not going to do much. The Codex, meh. Oh, they're going here for Riptide.
They're trying. I mean, 4 heroes are doing this. They should be able to get it. It does take a while, though. Now here comes that turret. Dark Lady coming back in. Lodestone got a Shatter Storm, so he's tanked up a bit. A lot of explosion damage. He ends up going down, but Dark Lady does fall as well. Meanwhile, Parasite, he's trying to juke out of here. He somehow does, actually. Well played with that infest. The Preservation also going down, and down goes Lord Salforus. You see Trample away from Cthulhu. Andromeda gets here really late, ends up swapping in, and now she's in a bad spot. This is a 1 fight already for Mystery Gang, and it's just going to get better here as Tremble gets the double tap to finish it all off. So, yeah, that's definitely what Mystery Gang needed right now in this game, and here goes this middle tower on top of it.
Oh, what a great fight from Mystery Gang there. They just got everything going right for them. They get the Riptide before any backup comes in at all. Lodestone get his Shadow Storm off before being silenced, and basically their whole focus to get the Lodestone killed didn't work out. He survives, get all his cooldowns off, hits 2 heroes with the Shadow Storm, they kill the lady. Everything was going right there for him.
Yeah.
Riptide ulting.
Oh, he's looking to catch somebody. Pearl maybe over here. Catches Pearl, that's definitely a kill.
It hits it.
Nope, oh, goes by.
The Lodestone might be able to save him.
Nope. Damage is way too quick. Again, he can't do anything about it while he's in that Eye of the Storm, so kind of just have to avoid as long as possible.
Well, it's still just a Pearl.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, they're talking
Thunder
about...
on
Tremble, yep. He's got that picked up. 400 GPM. Does he need to go straight Shrunken Head here, by the way? Or should he be fine going something
Yeah,
else?
definitely. There's way too many stuns on Hellborn's side, and the magic damage coming out from Self-Forest is going to be too much to deal with.
Yeah.
So he needs to tank up and get that magic immunity going for him. But Dark Lady is energized. I'm not sure I agree. It's I get the idea that he wants to be active early on, but he's not being active early on. He has instead sort of just been farming too aggressively, TPing in at the wrong moments and gotten himself killed.
Yeah.
So Arunex would have worked out more, much better for him.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up earlier too when I noticed that he had the Soul Scream ring, and that was definitely an interesting choice. I know, yeah, we kind of touched on it. That's sure the idea that you want to be active, but as you're saying, hasn't really been doing that. So wonder if he's almost regretting that decision. Meanwhile, middle lane, Cthulhu charges in, catches Deadwood initially. There goes the Undying, and then shortly after the kill onto him. Obviously, not much you could do about that in that case. Parasite was nearby, but again, just simply couldn't do anything. Dark Lady does push in the top tower in the meantime, so even despite going this Energizer more active build, I mean, this Hellborn team is now back up to a 5,500 gold lead and a 6,000 experience lead, so it's pretty impressive that Riptide and Lord Self-Forest especially, I mean, 470 gold per minute. He really is just snowballing here with farm, and he has a full staff already. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a real trouble to fight into. Looking at that staff ulti, it is so much damage.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it was kind of funny when we first saw it. We're realizing it just does more and more and more. It keeps going of the list of things it seems to do. But yeah, the point is, it's actually pretty damn good on him, and I think we've seen that now in a couple times. And he's picked it up. He can deal a lot more damage.
Deals 40 superior magic damage per second, and you get some sort of soul, don't you?
So how it works, essentially the very basic way to look at it is that when he uses it, when it kills somebody, it actually, so first off, right off the bat, it increases it from 12-second duration to 18 seconds. So you're already getting 6 more seconds of the dot, which is good in itself. But when it kills somebody with them on it, you then gain a buff where you deal more damage based on the maximum life that target had, and you gain attack speed as well. Like, there was a point where he had like 120 plus damage and 40 attack speed or something like that. It was pretty ridiculous from the buff. And then you can use it to then heal yourself if need be. Meanwhile, this whole fight's breaking out. Yeah, the Undying applied to Deadwood. He's going to get that proc right here most likely as soon as Deadwood ends up falling. If he does, you already see Treble going down. Down goes Lodestone. There goes Deadwood. And now here's the buff on Lord Self-Forest as he chases down Pearl. So this has obviously now gotten out of hand for Nightmare Knights here.
It feels like Mystery Gang are having some sort of hopeless atmosphere going here.
Yeah.
The Tremble gets killed, but they still stick around, like, versus 5 heroes with only 4, and they try to look for a kill on Andromeda. Yeah, that's not the sort of play you would make if you were feeling good about a game. I don't think.
No, it's definitely, again, they've kind of had their openings. Things looked okay there for a little bit. They were within 2,000 golden experience, but then it just started to keep snowballing once again. And I think Lord Self-Forest has kind of proven to be that X factor. They just can't, they don't have, I mean, they have burst, but it hasn't been able to deal with him, let alone the Riptide constantly moving around, setting up kills, of course. And then Dark Lady in the background is, does she, okay, yeah, she has a Rune Cleaver now.
There's too many heroes to kill for the Legion team. They need to kill the Riptide, they need to kill the Self-Forest, and they need to kill the Lady. And they just don't have the AoE to do that. They can kill maybe they can kill one hero. One at a time, at least. They can't go for more at a time. So when it comes to a team fight, they just don't have what it takes. Bottom.
It's Self-Forest, though. I mean, he's not easy to kill. Okay, they do have enough damage there. There we go.
The Shatterstorm is
that helps.
all you need.
That definitely helps. He did choose to go the puzzle box, as we see here. It's level 1 currently. Trying to get it upgraded. But yeah, I mean, that goes back to the point earlier. He's going up against a Cthulhu fawn already, so you're already having to deal with that here. You can eat one of the creeps. So, as you're arguing, I mean, it's a tough game. Maybe could have gone something else, but still commits to it.
Yeah, they needed things to go a little better early on. They got that good fight in the mid lane, but then they just got a little passive. And when they get passive, Hellborn just takes over the map. They go for the kill, and when they go for a play, they're always going to be able to have the team behind. And I don't think Legion could take a team fight against Hellborn at that point.
And this is
so they just end up, falling behind.
Well, this is going to help at least for Mystery King. I mean, finally, Deadwood has a portal key. Didn't even really notice that until he picked it up here 19 minutes in. Obviously a lot later than he was hoping for, but at least has that now, to go with Lodestone. And Parasite possibly getting some kills. So try to find some kills here and there is definitely a name of the game, but obviously a lot easier said than done as well.
What are Legion trying to do here? See a Deadwood picking up a haste. Legion are grouping up here, around the mid lane, but I don't think they're going to find anything. They're just falling behind slowly.
Yeah. I think they'd at least want a Shrunken Head on Tremble if they're looking to get involved in something, but Lodestone is trying to find something. Okay, he is going to find something here. He gets stunned first, so look at the first on him off the bat, and now Lodestone Force again. He has that buff here to work with as well. Pearl gets taken out. She got her preservation off, but it just doesn't matter. Find is he's gonna fall on the background. You got Deadwood being chased down by a lonely Dark Lady. The Haster will get him away. But even Tremble's caught by the Eye of the Storm. He goes down. I think Mystery Gang is probably going to have enough here shortly.
Another sort of desperation play. They go in. They're not able to get the Willowmaker or the Shatterstorm off, and it just, that does not go well.
Yeah, they're sticking in here again. They got the portal key on Deadwood, like I said, and tried for something, but also without the Shrunken Head on Tremble, getting involved in a fight was a really risky play in the first place, and clearly did not work out. This is now a Kongor. You got Dark Lady. She has the Rune Cleaver, the Abyssal Skull. So yeah, the Energizer, a little bit question mark early on, but obviously it's all kind of worked out anyways here. For him in this case. And the South Forest, he's not getting any worse by any means. He's going to constantly continue to grow. You got Brutalizer here on Riptide. It's I don't know how many more things we could suggest that this game is probably over here if you're Mystery Gang, but they are hanging in here at least for a little bit longer of game number one. I mean, when you do have Tremble, I guess there is that idea that it's never really over just yet. That's probably what they're working off of here.
It's a Tremble, Shatterstorm plus Pearl sort of combo. They hope that they get a huge Shatterstorm, Tremble can kill all of them, and Pearl can be used as a saving grace if things go wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to get to that, sadly.
Well, Mystery Gang is hoping for that, so again, we'll see. It's the Shrunken Head is next, but then after that, the Brutalizer, but it's still a lot of room to make up, and it's not easy to farm clearly against this Hellborn team either. I mean, as far as map control goes, they do got some decent wards down right now to at least protect a little bit here against getting ganked in the jungle, but token on Dark Lady as they're going to try for Lord South Forest, but nice swap out. However, it might not be enough still. Lord South Forest in the background pops the Undying. He's trying to run. It will get the kill. Can he use the Undying in time to heal? Yes, he can. That's the Staff of the Master effect right there. One of the many powers of it. And here comes another turret. Eye of the Storm coming through. Dark Lady cuts through Parasite, gets the kill. Pearl in the background's like, I'm going to kill the support at least. That's not even going to happen. Andromeda has his own bottle here currently. I guess it's being shared. Double tap for Catlamine. Okay, I mean, how much is enough here if you're Mystery Gang?
Well, they're not throwing in the towel.
No, they're not.
They're not really looking for a play either. They're just sitting about in mid, waiting for the first bait to come, and then they just take it.
Yeah.
Take it like good fish.
They're falling for the bait here. Well, Shrunken on Tremble, so again, maybe there's hope there. I just trying to get an understanding here of Mystery Gang and why they are remaining in this game, but again, I would have to think that is it, but it's just still, that maybe increases their chance from like 1% to 2.5%, so it's still very, very small chance here of coming back.
In the end, it's about the Hellborn not playing well. They need Hellborn to do some really huge mistakes to get back into this.
I bring this up with a lot of my co-casters when we happen to have a game like this, you know, is there a point of enough is enough if you're a team like Mystery King here where it doesn't hurt you almost if you continue to play on, or how do you feel about those situations?
There's always a lot of factors to think about, to consider. I'm not sure how I feel about it myself. It always depends on the mood in the team. If you think you can get out something from it, if you think that the other team will do those mistakes. You know, these are two teams that aren't exactly the highest level.
Yeah.
So that's might be something like they think that, yeah, these guys are not so good, they're gonna mess up sooner or later, you know?
Make mistakes, yeah. Well, that's fair. Well, Riptide's not making a mistake. He finds a free kill on a Pearl, runs away. Now excuse me, wow. Cthulhu gets turned on. Dark Lady actually a lot of burst. Now she had the token anyways. She does get swapped out, though, before her death happens. And they end up killing Parasite in the long run. So Dark Lady's almost like, you know, I don't even care if I die here. Just going to even chase further. But eventually the chase will come to an end. It seems like they're trying to use this token here aggressively. 50 more seconds remaining on it. As they're at the top lane now.
I don't really get this. Every single fight they take, the Tremble is always running the opposite direction of where his team is going. So he's never joining these fights.
Yeah. He just needs time, man. He'll eventually have that wing bow and brutalizer and whatever else, but
what is Hellborn gonna have at that point?
yeah, well,
right?
He might not have a base at that point, so that could be the issue here. Yeah. You know, Tremble, okay, so talking about Tremble, though, clearly it's worked out this game. Is the aggressive play, it sounds like, of Nightmare Knights. The Riptide, the Lords of Forest, they were very involved early on is what kind of set the tone here. Is that the way to deal with Tremble, you think? Maybe just take the action to him? Is that the obvious answer? Or?
Well, it's not always a Tremble you have to shut down. You can often deal with a Tremble as long as you have the heroes to do it, and the heroes that are supposed to save the Tremble are not doing so hot. See, this game, most of his supporting casts didn't have all the gold, all the levels, so it just ended up getting killed or even just dying from ganks or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're just dying too much, I think.
Yeah, so
when you get this far behind, there's just you can't save your Tremble anymore. The Tremble isn't allowed to do what Tremble does.
Yeah. You know, a hero that I've actually we've seen even a couple times, and for how valued Tremble is, I'm just curious as to why maybe we don't see it more. Is Scout? The disarm of Scout is really powerful against a hero like Tremble. Is that a? Could you see Scout actually being realistic?
Well, the thing is that. Oh, let's see if the fight turns out to be anything here.
Looks like they're chasing. They want this.
The Riptide's gonna hit something.
It's a matter of what here. Okay, there we go. Face saw coming in. There's the hit. Preservation goes down. Down goes Pearl. And so does Parasite, actually. And now into the base. But yeah, Scout.
Yeah, the thing with Tremble is that most of the time, when you pick a Tremble into the right sort of lineup, the other team are not really in a position where they can just stand up and auto-attack him and hit him down. They have to do something different. They have to just burst him down or juke him around or something like that. If you're in a position where you can just auto-attack him, you're probably already doing a pretty good job to get him down. So the Scout, yeah, it might not be the determining factor, even if you pick him to deal with the Tremble.
Okay. Just want to see more Scout, man. He's a fun hero. What's a hero?
If you are in a position, go on. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say, well, what's a hero that comes to mind for you that's like we don't really see it maybe at all, but you want to see, like that's either for fun factor or what? Is there a hero that comes to mind?
Just about any ranged intelligence ganker sort of hero. Bombardier, Chipper, Thunderbringer.
Artesia?
Artesia, yeah, for sure. I love Artesia.
Yeah, that's we
sort of
don't see a lot of those. That's true. Yeah, you have that Chipper history.
They seem outdated, sort of.
I guess they
Oh,
are.
let's see top here.
Oh, Riptide is going to fall. He got the kill on a treble before all this, by the way. So, I mean, he's already kind of did his job, and then Calamine's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm still in this game, and I'm doing a lot of damage. As Dark Lady Deadwood is on the run. Apparently that was the time of, okay, now's the time to concede. After that fight.
Oh, they used to be different heroes, different intelligence heroes that people picked, like Wretched Hag. But we don't see that anymore at all.
Yeah, you're right. That idea of the ganking, the intelligent carries, I mean, there are kind of some, you know, Oogie and Puppet Master, of course. But yeah, like the Hag. I guess Dr. Pulsar we still see plenty, but yeah, things have changed as they always do. That's for sure. Time is adapted here, but all right. Anyways, this game though, it's obviously come to a conclusion here. So we've definitely talked already plenty about it. You know, with Nightmare Knights and where they were at. It's just a matter of time, but it seemed like before that game was going to come to an end. But yeah, Zibby, any final thoughts on that game here?
I felt like the Sulfuris was a really determining factor because it was just one other damage output that Hellborn, I mean Legion, really couldn't deal with. They lack the AoE, so they can't go for many different targets. So the idea of having 3 big damage dealers on Hellborn was a good idea, I guess.
Yeah.
The Riptide, the Sulfuris, and the Dark Lady.
All right, well, in the end, it's a victory for Nightmare Knights, and they looked pretty dominant overall, so we'll see how game number 2 shapes up here of Nightmare Knights. Their strong start here to the Diamond Division debut of season number 4. We'll see if that continues or if Mystery Gang can split the series here against Nightmare Knights. Stay tuned, guys. Game number 2 coming up next here on Hawkcast.